Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we'll be going through the Hawthorn victory over the Gold Coast Suns, 35-22, in a pretty dominant display by them in what was a relatively low scoring fancy output for the key players in the game. That being Rowbottom the only one to clear 100, and West and Single the only ones to clear 90 outside of Rowbottom. So everyone sort of did underscore a little bit, which was a little bit annoying. It was definitely one for more of the out of the midfield players, I should say. I mean, Rowbottom did score 126, but we did see Daisy Darcy put up 80. Who else here? I can't actually see anyone else that really scored anything relevant, to be honest with you. I mean, Bella, if you had her as a ruckman, 80-odd. Lucy Wales as a ruckman, 84, not the worst, actually. So if you're chasing outside of strong points, Wales wasn't the worst. But yeah, most of the midfielders in this game didn't really score up to standard, other than the likes of Rowbottom. I mean, Single did score a 95, which is pretty good. But anyway, let's just jump into this game, to be honest with you. West, 98, pretty good. I mean, when you do score 98, it's not the worst. 41 point last quarter really did save it for her. I love her work in the midfield. I love her role as well. Just 9 tackles is absolutely huge for her. 23 touches as well. She has the perfect sort of build for AFLW fancy. High tackles, but also can rack up the pill. Would like to see, especially with their system, a little bit more marking for West. But, I mean, their marks was a little bit down on the day compared to what you usually get for them. But a high tackle game, so nonetheless, still good. Wales, 84, probably evened out the ruck contest in the end when you think about it, 25-28. The hitouts were 32-47. It was the secondary ruck of Davies against the secondary rucks of Vukic and McDonough that really dominated for Gold Coast. But the first ruck of Bella versus Wales was actually a really good battle to see. And both really contributed as well in the tackling sense, with 14 tackles between the two of them, as well as 53 hitouts from the number one ruck duos for both sides. Then you have Bodie here, 18 touches behind. I just don't see there being... The problem is, she's one, if we look here at her stats, you'll see what I'm trying to portray here, is that she doesn't score the worst, but a 123, a 77... Outside of that, 43, 32, 37. So she'll average like 55, 60, but it will be the most annoying 55 or 60 that she'll get, because it will be on the back of, like, remove this 1, 2, 3, and then that's 69, 72, 117, 112, plus 7, 119, 189 divided by what? 1, 2, 3, 4 games. 189 divided by 4 is like 46, something like that. Add in the 72 that she just scored is a 261, I want to say. Yeah, 261. Divide that by 5. That's a 52 average. Remove this score here, and her average plummets from what was about a 64 to about a 52. So yeah, that just deflates that average massively. So yeah, that is... What did I say? It was 2... I forgot what I said, but it was like a 52, didn't I say, without the... Yeah, so whatever it is. Anyway, moving on. Bates, 65. Just for what Bates brings to the side, you'd think she'd give more, to be honest, wouldn't you? Fleming, Williamson, Richardson, and then Lucas Rod, 56. This was what I was saying with Lucas Rod, is that she really relies heavily on marks, and marks just aren't what happened in the AFLW. It's more about that tackle base. So, yeah, her 56 probably stands up to show that she wasn't valuable in that midfield role, I don't think. In the defender role, but classed as a midfielder on AFLW Fantasy. Breed with 52, if you actually look here, look at this. 30, 18, minus 4, 8. And she actually got injured, I think, probably in the second half. But I was worried because, you know, a lot of people still have her. I think her ownership's still around that 12, 15%. A lot of people could have just been just like, she might be more valuable on field than a more primo sort of one gamer, because she might average 70 across 2, which is 140. Or then again, like a primo that's just on the one gamer could average 110 in the one game, and then you beat it out. But obviously she scored a 52, and then she's injured as well, so she's out this second game of the game week. So those who probably started her on field are probably a little bit annoyed. McDonough 50, Erdely 47, Kemp 47. I thought Kemp was actually really good in her role. If you look here, 12, 10, 16, 9. It was a very standard sort of each quarter influencing. 5 marks as well was absolutely huge. Pretty sure a couple might have been intercepts. Ashmore Everest, Gilroy 32 and a goal. She's very much an impact player, but it's very fun to watch her play. Hitwell, Vukic, Stone as well, playing that forward, did score a goal, and that's what happens. 20-pointer for her. Smith, Elliott, Fellows. Then we move over to Gold Coast. Row bottom 126. Absolute fantastic. Look at this first quarter. 17, 29, 29, 51. Absolutely huge outside of quarter time, especially because she went off to the bench halfway through the first quarter, I think on 1 or 6, something like that. It was like, was it 3? She had 9, and then she went free kick against, both free kicks against, went down to 3, went on the bench. And I was like, well, 10 minutes, about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, she's on 3. And then she just goes bang, 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 and absolutely smashes out the park. Has 4 free kicks against, which is a little bit annoying. 126 though was absolutely huge. 12 tackles, 30 touches. Lucy Single with 3 free kicks against a goal and 95 points off the back of 12 tackles alongside 17 touches. Is that Lauren Bella, I think? 9 touches, 8 tackles. Absolutely huge for a ruckman to get 8 tackles, 28 hit-outs, sorry. 82. Daisy Darcy, 23 kicks. And if you actually look at the stats, I want to say she ended up with about 14 turnovers. She was absolutely horrific by foot. And when I say absolutely horrific, it doesn't probably do it justice. She went at 56%, 11 turnovers. It was pretty bad, to say the least. I'm just trying to see, does it have any clangers, or can I bring up the clangers here on my phone? 1 second, let me just bring them up here. I want to see how many clangers. She had 7 clangers, 11 turnovers, whereas even Rowbottom had 9 turnovers, 9 clangers. So both the Gold Coast girls that were in the possessions really just turned the ball over a lot. And yeah, they were the main 2 turnovers. Chiefs with about a third of the turnovers for the game for Gold Coast between those 2. But we don't care about turnovers, we care about points, and she did her job. It probably would have been about a 40 in Supercoach how she played. DePoy 70, Clayton 56, McLaughlin 47, Gervin, Randall, Davies, Fitzpatrick, Brian Catasano, I think I nailed that, 36, Smith 35 as well, so some cash gen there finally. It'll be like 30k, but there's finally some cash gen. She is sitting out the second game, which is a little bit annoying. Would like to have seen her get another run in, get another, say, 30, 40k of cash gen, and then you finally have something there to work with. Moya, Kevitt, Membry, Fullerton, Stanton, Bohannon, Oliver, and Wilson. And that pretty much is the video there. Not much to talk about with these 2 teams, to be honest with you. I don't see there being 2 other outside of West and Rowbottom and Daisy Darcy. I don't really see much fancy relevance. I don't really see a big defender here for Hawthorn or any sort of attackers, especially with Sheriff still out injured. And then any of the, I don't really see much outside of Rowbottom and maybe Lucy Single now that Whitford is in concussion protocols. But by the time that Whitford is out of concussion protocols, it will be like round 7. You're not going to bring in Lucy Single on a single game week. And then by round 8, Whitford will be back in, so you're not going to bring her back in. So I don't think she'll have any relevance. Daisy Darcy is huge, but yeah, just watch out for her in round 8 if you haven't got her already. And that pretty much is the video there. If you did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Essendon Sydney review, as well as my team review and what cash cows I think will be then. Hopefully we actually have some cash cows. But yeah, that will be the last time on like a Tuesday that we'll have all those spread of videos on the Monday, Tuesday, as we'll be into the last double game week. And then you'll have, as I said earlier, I think in maybe the first video of today, you'll have about a week of just game review sprinkled with some other content in there. But anyway, I'll see you guys for the Essendon versus Sydney game review tomorrow. Bye guys.